Hello, how are you? Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Nichelle with 2Excel with Nichelle.com. Happy day before New Year's Eve. Aren't you excited? I am. 2017 has been a great year. I'm so excited about 2018 and what it may bring. Not only am I excited, I've prepared for it, I've planned for it, and now I'm ready to see execution begin. To excel with Nichelle.com. Yes, if you are not familiar with me and this is your first time to my broadcast, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. All the people that I met in 2017, it has been an absolute pleasure. I thank God for you coming into my life, whether it was good or bad. See, we have to realize sometimes people come into your life to teach you a lesson. And when they teach you a lesson, you got to stay woke, ready, willing, and able to understand that everybody is not supposed to be there. You got to know what to do in order to move your life, your relationship, your business to that next level. So, I'm Nichelle with 2Excel with Nichelle.com. You can learn more about me and what I do to help you by clicking the link in my bio up top there. I'm also on Instagram and on Twitter at Nichelle Womack. So, check me out. I love meeting new people, learning about what you're doing to help you, yourself, personally. What are you accountable to in your life to help you excel to that next level? So, pre-New Year's Eve, I'm talking about sowing into the future. I don't know about you, but as I mentioned, I've been planning since 2015 for preparation for each and every year. And I think it's normal that we all do that. In fact, you should be doing that. If you're not, then more than likely you're not on the cutting edge of what's coming up next. And look, you should not just always be sitting and waiting. Nothing happens for people that sit and wait. Nothing. You keep doing the same thing, you're going to get the same results. It's called insanity. Yes. So we must always be prepared to move. And in the process of moving, you are sowing as you're moving. And that's what my conversation is about today. Sowing forward, sowing into the future. And I'd like to share with you today 4 seasons that we go through and go to in our life to help prepare us for our journey for that next destination. See, nobody is exempt from going through seasons. Women, we go through it all the time. It's part of our nature, but it's normal to go through seasons. And if you are prepared for the seasons to come, sometimes you can be prepared. But if you are ready, willing, and able with the expectation that you know what you would do if you're in that season, then you are closer than someone who isn't. So today's message, we're going to talk about the beginning process. And the beginning process starts with tilling. And as I spoke of just a second ago, when you are tilling, you are getting that ground prepared and ready for whatever you're getting ready to put into it. Okay, so whatever dreams that you've had in store for 2017 and perhaps they did not happen, you were tilling that ground. And sometimes, if you know anything about gardening, which I'm not a master garden person, but I do know a little bit. Because growing up, when I was little, my granny had a farm. And even myself, I've prepared the tilling for the preparation of the seeds that I was getting ready to put in there. And in doing that, I knew that everything could not stay in that tilling spot in order for it to be fully ripe when it was ready. And so again, if you've been preparing in 2017, 2016, 2015, 2014, and things just have not happened, then perhaps maybe 2018 could be your year. And so what are you doing in the process? Keep tilling, knowing with the expectation and the anticipation that something is getting ready to happen. You got to believe in yourself. You have to believe that it's possible. You have to not only believe in yourself and believe that it's possible, but you got to do what's necessary to make it happen. You hear me say this all the time. Faith without action is dead. I have no idea what all these Christian people talking about walking around and they're like, I'm waiting on God. Well, God been waiting on you. And perhaps maybe that's why you haven't gotten what you want and what you need and what you desire, because you're still waiting on God. God said, move. And when you move, I'm right in front of you. And as I stated on my broadcast the other day, I'm clearing that pathway for you. Yes, I am. And so why should you stay stationary when God is giving you a vision? He will allow provision to move the things out of the way that are not supposed to be there. Did you hear me? Hallelujah. Did you hear me? 2018, what are you preparing for? Are you preparing and tilling that ground for preparation of great things that are coming in your life? In your business, in your relationship. Preparation is good. And the seasons that we go through on a regular basis, we're still in winter right now. I don't know about you, but it's 2 degrees. 2 degrees. And it's cold as heck. Cold as heck. You got to put all kind of clothes on, 2, 3, 4 shirts in order to be prepared when you go outside, so you don't get the hawk in your face, on your body. You got to be prepared. So just like you have to be prepared for seasons of the life cycle, you got to be prepared for that, for the next phase that you're going into 2018. So let's address that right now. Tilling the ground. When you till that ground, the next thing you need to do is plant that seed. So hopefully that you've been planting the seed with expectation, with acknowledgement, with preparation, with prayer, and you know that it's about to happen because you've been doing what's necessary, what's required of you to make it happen. So in planting, you want to make certain that you're putting good seed down there. All right, harvest of a seed, reaping into what it's supposed to be. You're putting good seed down in there. It's not any return stock. It's not something somebody else didn't want. And perhaps if somebody else didn't want, somebody else's treasure. Okay, so you putting it in the ground. You've seen what everybody else is doing, but you're still not doing it yourself. But you've been planting, saying what you gonna do, woulda, coulda, shoulda, and still haven't done it. Let's talk about moving forward in 2018. Because see, everybody is not meant to go with you in your journey towards that next destination. We have to be realistic of that. Some people you have to cut them loose, and some people you have to bring on with them, because nobody can do it by himself. I've said this plenty of times in my broadcast. Even Jesus didn't do it by himself, but who else could do it by themselves but God? Look, Jesus could have done everything. If he tells us that we can do all things through him, which is possible, what makes you think he couldn't do it? But he still seeked the assistance of others to help him fulfill his promises. Do you hear me? So for all those people walking around thinking that you don't need no help, you better ask somebody, because everybody needs somebody to get to that next level. Nobody does it by themselves. If you look at each and every successful person that exists, they always have somebody to help them with the next level to their up level. In 2018, are you still going to be sitting back watching, asking, when is it going to be my turn? When am I going to be ready to open that business, write that book, get married, change my life, travel around the world? What are you waiting for? I'm asking. Yes. So let's talk about the next phase after that planting has taken place. Because you got to water it with the seasons of life when winter leaves, and we still get a little nourishment in the winter with snow and sometimes rain. We've had rain in my area with the winter season. So in that season of planting, you're going to still get things to nourish that ground, to prepare it for that next level, which is after winter comes spring. And so in the springtime, you're looking for that pruning. Because we know when we plant something in the ground, it can't just grow right up. We have to plant it with those little shears. We have to cut around it to make sure it grows up straight, full, and nice. And that when it is ready for harvest, that everything that you put into it, in that plant, that it is fulfilled by that time. Pruning is good. Pruning in your life. We cut our hair. That's pruning for new growth. A lot of things in life, we prune. We don't recognize that we're doing that, but we prune. They say when a woman cuts her hair, move out the way, because she's getting ready to change her life. Is that you? Yes, pruning. Pruning takes place on a regular basis. We have to recognize that pruning is necessary for growth. Pruning is necessary for success. Pruning is necessary for elevation, excelling in your life. If you don't prune, then you stay where you are. In 2018, will you be pruning, or will you still be planting or tilling that ground? Ask yourself that. Be honest. Be honest with yourself first. Yes. Make sure you're happy in your life and not just for the internet. Be happy for real in your life and not just for the internet. Okay? Because you see a whole lot of fallacies walking around here on the internet talking about they real. Some of them may be. But be real to yourself and true to yourself, because if you're not, who else is going to be? You can't even expect nobody else to be real and true to you if you're not to yourself. Powerful. Yes. So that pruning process, it should be consistent on a regular basis. Daily, you should be pruning and extracting the things that are not necessary or that don't need to be there to help you grow. It includes what you put between these two ears to go into this mind. The mind is a powerful tool only if you use it for what it's necessarily meant to be, and that is consistently growing and developing. It can reach the amount of capacity of knowledge of a computer, and we know how much knowledge a computer holds. All you got to do is go on Google. It can tell you anything that you need to know and want to know within reason. It's only going to tell you so much, though. Because, see, it takes the mind to develop it. It takes the mind to grow it. It takes the mind to manifest it. So what you learn on there is just a little tidbit of what you need to know to get you where you're trying to go. But then from there, you must invest. And in that investment process, that's the pruning stage of investment. Learning what you need to know so you can get where you're trying to go in that pruning stage. Because, see, from pruning, the next level of that season is production. After the spring comes the production season, where you start to see everything begins to get ripe. You start to see the fruits of your labor, that production phase. In 2018, how much production are you going to produce in your life? Production. See, God wants us to produce on a regular basis. God wants us to excel on a regular basis. But some people get stationary in their comfort zone. Comfort never brought anybody anything but the same thing. You can't grow and develop and be who you want to be and who you think you are by being comfortable. That next level. Your next level is going to require much more out of you than you expect. That next level is going to require you to be tempted. That next level is going to require you to make some decisions that hurt. That next level is going to expect more from you than you expect from yourself. Decision making, the pruning, the production, the tilling, all of that comes into play. It's a life cycle, a cycle that we go through on a regular daily basis. You must acknowledge it. You must be prepared for it. You must recognize that if you want more, you got to do more. You can't just expect it. You got to do more. It's an action that takes place. The next stage of that seasoning. Thank you so much for coming in and popping up that love. That next season, that stage, is called profiting. You know, if you're not profiting, God profits every day. He profits every day when we, as his disciples, go out there and share his word, and we speak of his goodness, his grace, and his mercy, and we let other people know about him. Because, see, what happens, he says, is that if I be lifted up, I will draw all men unto me. And so God profits when we bring more people to him. If you are not a believer, I'm not trying to entice you and say that you should be a believer. What I'm saying to you is that you need to recognize that there's somebody bigger and greater than you. Somebody bigger and greater than you. Yes, it is. I know we may think we all that sometimes, but there's somebody bigger and greater than us, that abides in all things, that changes all things, that does all things, that recognizes all things. No matter when you think he's not looking, he's looking at you. And in looking at you, he said, I've given you every gift that you need to be who you want to be. And if you don't recognize it, then I will show you. I will show you. He shows us many times through many things that come through our life. And it makes us recognize that not only is life short, but it's only short if you're not living. Because, see, God wants you to live abundantly through his grace and his mercy that he provides for you every day. If he gives you breath in your body, activity of your limbs, sight in your eyes to move forward, then you should. Stop staying back. 2017 is moving on. 2016 been gone. 2015 been gone too. Or are you going to carry the same things that you carried from those years into the next year, 2018? Or are you going to be a vessel of change? Or are you going to recognize that greatness lies in you? And that if you want to have more, you got to do more. Stop talking about it and be about it. The season of change. 4 seasons in a year. Winter, spring, summer, fall. And then the seasons of life and gratitude. Tilling, planting, pruning, producing. And then we're talking about that profiting. As I mentioned, God profits with us, sharing him in this world. So how are you going to profit in 2018? As I say all the time, if you broke, it's your fault. It's your fault. If you walking around with skills and you have not put them to use, it's your fault. Because see, God gives us everything that we need. If you can't find a job, make a job. Create a job. If you don't know how to do that, hire somebody. I don't care if you're broke. Because you're only broke by mindset. You're only broke by mindset. Because see, you spend money on the things that you want. Do you spend it on what you need? And we all need some form of elevation in our life to get us to the next level. Because again, I go back to saying, you can't do everything by yourself. If God couldn't do it, what makes you think you can do it? We all need some help. Everybody needs help. It's okay to ask for it. And if you don't get it, you may have to pay for it. And that's part of the investment process. God invested in each and every one of us, and he wasn't cheap doing it. See, cheap people live cheap lives. They're cheap with their thoughts. They're cheap with their activity. They're cheap in their giving. They're cheap in everything that they do. But people who remain in profit, people who know that life is supposed to be of profit, they consistently reap what they sow. They reap the givings and the goodings, if that's a word. I made it one if it's not, that Jesus gives us every day. So my question to you, are you doing what's necessary, what's required, what's expected? Or are you just talking about it and hoping it comes to light? The last part of that profiting is harvest. Because see, in the production of all these things that I mentioned, when you're able to profit, that's where harvest comes in. Because see, not only are you able to do for yourself, you're able to do for those people that aren't, that couldn't, that lacked. Yes, God says it in the word. There will be poor and there will be rich. I choose to be on the side of the rich and the wealthy. Mindset, activity, doing the gifts that he's giving you, opening them up and sharing them with the world. You have to recognize that. Once you recognize everything that you have in store for you, you will live different, talk different, speak different, look different. Your activity becomes different. Why? Because you know you are limitless. When you serve God, God's blessings, God's desires, everything shows up in your life. Yes, it does. It shows up in what you do and how you do it. If you are not familiar with me and this is your first time to my broadcast, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Nichelle with To Excel. purposely written. To Excel with Nichelle.com. My mindset is constant excelling to that next level. And you can excel in many levels. Growth in your mind, your activity, in your giving, your faith, your love, your relationships, your business, your finances. Excelling is a daily thing, a mindset thing, a growth thing, a regular thing. And you got to live in it, be in it, and do it instead of talking about it. I don't make resolutions. I hear a lot of people, oh, my New Year's resolutions. No, I don't do the resolution thing. I make commitments. Because see, I know that resolution, if I say it, I will forget it tomorrow. On Tuesday, when was it, New Year's Day, Monday, Tuesday, I'll forget it. I forget I even said it. But if I make a commitment, I write it down, and I know by March of 2018, I will have this business fully intact. By 2018, I'm going to have this done. By December 2018, I plan to have completed that PhD. Yes. Expectation, but not only expectation, putting it into action. Because see, talk is so cheap. You can't pay nobody with talk. I don't know. I done got some free stuff talking. Yes, I have. I've got some free stuff talking. That's my family. All the time. They're like, go get mama. Go get the wife. Because she going to talk them into it. Yes. It helps to have a smile too. When you smile, you can get a lot of things in life. That's your wealth as well. Because it shows that you're grateful, with gratitude, with blessings, with thanksgiving. Thank you so much for inviting your followers. Seeds of deliverance. Yes, we talked about those seeds. Those seeds can deliver you. Yes, they can, if you do everything that's required. Starting with that tilling, starting with that planting, that pruning, that producing, that profiting. It equals harvest. Seeds of deliverance. Yes, it's available to you. It's available to me. Each and every one of you, if you believe in your heart, you receive that. Believe it. You can get it. Blessings to you as well. Thank you all so much for being here. I pray 2018 is everything that you dream of. I pray that you go into it with health, because health is your wealth. All right? And that includes that mindset. Yes, my friend. Thank you so much. That health starts in the mind. You got to eat right. And I know you be looking at that pork and that all that stuff that you ain't supposed to be eating. Push it back. Yes, push it back. I can't have that. Why? Because I'm looking to excel, that elevation in my life. I got to push all the things that are not good for me back. And the things that ain't supposed to be in there, I got to cut them up and prune them and get them out of my life. Moving to that next level. If you need help in your business, if you need help in your life, your relationship, contact me. We can put a plan together to devise a plan to help you excel in your life. bit.ly/purposed living is my email list. You will learn everything that I'm doing in 2018 to help you up level to next level to excel in your life. Join me on the crusade. Again, if we're in numbers doing it together, we can get so much further than one person by themselves. If you look at every billionaire, they got a savvy bestie that they work with. Okay? Everybody try to do it by themselves, and we never get to that next level. Never get to that next level. But I tell you what. Those who understand business for real, 25 years in business. 25 years I've enjoyed in business, failing, succeeding, profiting, prospering in business, and helping others do the same thing. 25 years. Those who really, 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 really understand business, they understand through partnership, JVs, and all that kind of stuff. That's how you get to the next level. See, my little finances added with your little finances, added with the next person's little finances, help all of us elevate. And as a woman of brown complexion, as a beautiful brown woman of complexion, I wonder and imagine that if we had more people doing this in our deprived neighborhoods, how much more powerful we could be. See, everybody want to be the big shot. Everybody want to be the only person on the block that got it going on. Just imagine if all of us could do that. What could we do? How much can we change in our communities if we did that? I know people right now, nothing to take away from education or whatever, but people missing out on so much opportunity. Opportunity comes to us dressed as overalls every day, and it looks like work. And as I'm working with clients on a regular basis, I help them to get through those breakthroughs and recognize the opportunity that lay right in your face that you're missing. You might be missing some dollars because you're too afraid to recognize that that's an opportunity. Or you're too afraid, I don't want to do that. That's sales. I don't want to do that. Well, you're going to stay in a destitute situation. Yes, you are. Because the people that are ready to up level, the people that are ready to move forward in their lives, they're not afraid of opportunity. They're not afraid of risk. They understand that with risk comes reward. And in reward comes harvest. That we're able to move to that next level. That we're able to profit. That we're able to help change our life and the lives of others. Okay? So, happy Saturday evening. I pray that this message has blessed you. If you are not connected with me and you like positive inspiration, motivation, and information to help push you out of your comfort zone into that next level of your life, your business, your relationship, if you don't understand your weaknesses and you need somebody to help you figure out how you can make them into strengths, and then perhaps maybe you got strengths that you have not maximized yet, you ain't even using it to its advantage. You got all these strengths but you're not using them to your advantage. And then I talk about them opportunities. If you don't know when opportunities come in front of you and how to take advantage of them to make you more profitable in your life and your business and your relationship, and then you see those threats and you're afraid of them. Yes, we should be afraid of threats, but we should not let them stifle us or stop us from that next level. Then perhaps maybe you need to connect with me. If you're on my email list, bit.ly/purposed living. I also have a mindset course. I put that in the title of the message here today. Connect with me there. So many people got nothing but great comments about the mindset. bit.ly/my mindset 2018. Nothing but great comments, emails to me of people telling me how much it has blessed them to not only think on a different level, but to start putting things in place into action so that they can move forward into 2018 and beyond. It ain't just about 2018. It's about preparing for the next and the next and the next. That's why so many people get stuck in their lives. They only prepare for one segment. You got to prepare for the next and the next and the next. Because see, what you do today will change your tomorrow. What you do today will prepare you for the tomorrow after tomorrow. Stop waiting on the day to come. New Year's Day, I'm going to lose weight. You should have been losing weight all this year. But if that's your goal, your objective, start doing it now. Today is a great day to start. I'm going down to my gym and work out as well on my treadmill. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to do a mile today. Yes, I am. I'm committed. I know my husband hear me, so he's going to make me aware that I said it. So I'm going to have to do it. Yes. Stop waiting for tomorrow. Start doing what you want to do today. Stop planning for the new year. Start working on that new year today. Elevation is yours if you want it. Stop talking about it and be about it. In the name of Jesus, I pray that everybody that listens to this broadcast, no matter what's going on in your life today, I pray that it is changed. I pray that it manifests in your life to activate all those gifts that you have in store for you. Thank you for joining me. If you like podcasts, connect with me at the People Connect Podcast. It's on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Google. It's also in the link in my bio at 2excelwithnichelle.com. You can also go to nichellewomack.com and you can pick it up the podcast from there as well. Blessings and peace unto you, and may everything that you touch 2018 beyond, still 2 more days in 2017. You can make something happen right now, a day and a half rather. But 2018, moving forward and beyond, may everything you touch, may it turn to gold. Blessings and peace. I'll talk with you soon. Share this broadcast with somebody because they need to be elevated in their life as well. Don't be stingy. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.